evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to the New York Arena in Midtown Manhattan for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Mike Tyson and Smokin' Joe Frazier. Mike Tyson's really keyed in for this one. You can see it as he makes his walk to the ring. Joe Frazier's focus is front and center as he makes his way to the ring right now.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. When you've trained in situations like this, a power puncher against a fast fighter, what kind of adaptations does the fast fighter have to consider making throughout the fight?
Well, he has to make sure that he has room in the ring, that he doesn't get trapped into corners, he doesn't get into a phone booth. Good job protecting himself. Frazier's right hand working well that time. He scored well. That's a forceful two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. That's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Joe Frazier. Frazier's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Downstairs with a right hand. What a demolishing hook by Joe Frazier. Tyson's crushed by a right hand. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Tyson was hurt. Now Tyson looks to have his feet back underneath him. Yeah, but does he have his mind right? Is he still going to be the seek and destroy fighter that he's been before?
Red-hot action to open up this fight. Both men throwing, both men landing.
It's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I think it was in a film library, watching Hammer and Hank. The great Henry Armstrong never took a step backwards, kept going forward.
And the round comes to an end. Frazier's not putting forth the defense you need to have at this level of the game.
No, but you got to come here with it, Joe. You know, it's easy for you and me to sit back and say, hey, you got to block punches, you got to move your head, you got to evade punches, use your legs. But if you haven't been taught that, and believe it or not, this is boxing 101. This is basic rudiments, basic fundamentals. Some guys have not been taught the defensive skills.
Hold a jab and straight down the middle. You got that? Jab, jab, right.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Mike Tyson with a big right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. Mike Tyson digs deep with a big uppercut. See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Joe Frazier. Good defense, just covering up down low. Tyson with a powerful left hand. Able to dismiss that body shot. To the head he goes with a left hand. See the defensive guard of Joe Frazier there. Mike Tyson's banged around by a big uppercut. How about that counter shot to the head? Tyson's punch didn't come close. Flush right hand to the body. And that's the end of round 2. We come to the end of this round, and likely a much-needed break for these two warriors because they have been non-stop.
No, they don't know how to fight any other way. They came in, they introduced themselves in the middle of the ring, and they've been there all night.
Keep the pressure up. Don't follow. Let the ring work.
Joe Frazier's corner did a good job during those 60 seconds between rounds. You can tell that he's a fresh fighter, not the fighter that was clearly dazed in the last round. Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside. But if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
You're not focusing.
Knifing double uppercuts by Joe Frazier. And now he's targeting upstairs. Smoking Joe with a big right.
Double up your punch.
What is the formula for potentially defeating the prime Mike Tyson?
Stand up to him. Same formula when you were a kid and you were in the schoolyard with that bully. When he goes after you, don't run away from him. Stand right up to him. Do not submit. He cannot deal with resistance. He cannot deal with somebody saying, okay, I'm going to actually make you fight.
And now they're trading blows.
Use the ring.
Targeting that belt line with the right hand.
Just like that.
You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut? Look at that. Great work there. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. A good block by Mike Tyson. Oh, what a power punch he was able to land there.
Joe, that's what you call setting up a trap. Not a mouse trap, but a punch trap. Step back a little bit, invited him in, bang.
10 clicks of the top. And Tyson with a block punch. They both decide to bring it.
Just keep working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, all right? Don't get lazy. You're winning this fight. Okay, listen. Body and head, body and head. Double up on your punches. Body.
Listen to me. The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep them away. Nice work on the inside. Good job. Keep that up.
He's been on target with his attack. Good, accurate punching as we begin round number 4 here, and he's up 3-0 on your scorecard, Teddy.
Good counter punching. And when you're counter punching the right way, you're usually getting clean shots. He's getting them.
Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
A little head hunting with the right. That's a good sharp hook by Mike Tyson. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. And what a clever combination by Joe Frazier. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Joe Frazier. Halfway through this round, Tyson's right hand scores well.
Pace yourself. Double jab. Hit the body.
Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Huge uppercut by Tyson. Oh, he digs in downstairs with a counter punch. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. And he ties up on the inside. Tyson's able to avoid that punch. Frazier's inability to get away from his opponent's left hand is so evident.
And it's going to stay that way if he doesn't change something. He needs to move the other direction, away from that punch.
This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision.
You're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Solid left hand to the head. Lands that hook to the midsection. Good right hand. Digging in with a left to the gut. Mike Tyson's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Frazier's opponent landing an effective counter-punch right there. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. Joe Frazier's probably going about this the wrong way. He is not having success as an infighter.
And if he does, then he's losing the fight, because he's not going to win it on the outside.
Targeting a left hand down low. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Joe Frazier. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Joe Frazier. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Crafty counter punching. Oh boy, big shot up top. Three minutes gone by in this round. Tyson's in a position now where he should be able to bring home a win. If things stay the way they are, he's clearly headed towards a win.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard, but he has to make sure he doesn't, like in football, go into that defense. If he starts just moving, just staying away a little bit, now the things that were keeping his opponent from coming in that front door, well, guess what? They're not there no more. His opponent could get back into this fight.
There's the combo to the body. Tyson's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
And oh, what a good strong uppercut by Joe Frazier. A huge right hand from Mike Tyson. Nice job doubling up the jab by Joe Frazier. Body shot lands. It was the right.
Let it go. Let's see some more head movement.
Halfway through round 6.
Move your head.
Frazier's right hand scores well that time. And he just holds on there.
Inside, inside. You're not focusing.
He missed with that headshot. He got a lot into that uppercut. Nice work by Joe Frazier.
Nice work, nice work.
That is a classic Tyson uppercut. Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Move your head.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Frazier's killing me watching him here. I mean, he doesn't need a 20-by-20 ring. He could fight this thing in like a phone booth here.
Now, he looks like one of those cars you see on the side of the road where they removed all the tires, all the wheels. He's not going anywhere.
Look at that combination by Joe Frazier. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Joe Frazier. Look at that. The hook came home with ease. Iron Mike Tyson lands a big right hand. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark.
Get close to him.
Oh, what a huge power punch. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Scored well up top. Tyson showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. Tyson's once again the target of a hook. Tyson's now feeling the after effects of being rocked by a huge hook to the head. Wow, what an uppercut. A well-timed right hand by Mike Tyson. Teddy, is it me or is he going downstairs more and more as this fight's going on?
No, he knows what to do. Go downstairs, slow the guy down a little bit more, take those legs away.
Frazier's on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. What a hook to the head by Joe Frazier. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Nice. Crashes home with the uppercut. We count down the final moments of this round. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. And that's the end of round 7.
This guy down.
As we start round number 8, chance to look at Teddy's scorecard, and nothing has really changed. He's been in complete control the whole night, almost getting his opponent into that desperate place, but I don't think he has the answers.
Well, somebody needs to tell him. I'll tell you the answer. Somebody needs to tell him that it's not against the law to move your head. Make a punch miss.
Tyson's well off the mark that time. Mike Tyson's the target of a hook. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. And now committing to that midsection as the target with the combination punching. Nearly flooring him, the hook by Joe Frazier. Well, that's his signature punch right there. Joe Frazier landing the hook. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Frazier still being highly competitive, even though you would have to think, if you're judging this fight at all, that he's way behind. Does that give him hope that still there's a chance that he can score the knockout and get this win?
Yeah, because his attitude is still there. He hasn't given up on himself. And as long as you haven't given up on yourself, you always have a chance where one punch can separate that guy from his consciousness.
Uppercut right on the mark. Good flush shot by Joe Frazier. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs.
Yeah, good work.
Little head knocking with that right hand. Tyson's defense penetrated by a well-targeted uppercut. That was not well targeted by Mike Tyson. Tyson's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. Another good round by him there. Teddy, he can't miss tonight.
No, I'm taking nothing away from him, but you can't miss when your opponent goes out there and begs you to hit him. I mean, he's just standing right there asking for it.
Joe Frazier lands a big left hand. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Joe Frazier. How about that left hand? He scored well after being hit himself. Frazier's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body. But Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe. You know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here, I'm going to stop the car. You don't stop and park the car in the middle of the highway where cars are coming. I mean, he stopped right there in the middle of the highway. Cars are coming. You know, pull off somewhere. You know, get the heck out of there. Find the right parking spot.
Looking to the body.
Keep your feet moving.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Good hook by Joe Frazier.
Don't walk into his punch.
Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Joe Frazier. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. There is hardly a doubt as to what this result will be. I know anything can happen, but all that's happened all night long is one guy punishing the other.
Well, it looks like Kobe Bryant on a good night when that basket is 20 feet big. I mean, he just can't miss.
Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Now hugging on the inside. Joe Frazier's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
Keep your distance.
That hook was well off the mark. Joe Frazier's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Oh, they both land flush with uppercuts. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He got all into that one. That was a solid uppercut. Little volume punching to the body there. Mike Tyson's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
Beat him in the punch.
Not able to land the headshot. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Joe Frazier. There it is! Well, we've seen Mike Tyson in a spot like this before. Remember, he once rose up off the canvas against Buster Douglas, only to be floored again. Can he do it here? Teddy, who would have ever thought it? Two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that it would go to a decision.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you thought you were going to get a fireworks display, and you wind up getting a little bit of painting.
Frazier's knockout ability cannot be underestimated. This fight